大家好，欢迎收听唱歌学中文。Hey everybody, welcome to Sing and Learn Chinese. Today we're going to go over the lyrics for 一小步, which is a vocab song, and it's written to encourage those of you who are learning anything really, but of course Chinese, but anything else that you're interested in learning. It's all a matter of taking one small step at a time, right? All right, so without further ado, let's just jump right in. The first line, 一小步,一小步往前行. So, 一小步 means one little step. 一 is one, 小 is little or small, and 步 is a step. So, one small step. One small step, one small step. 往前行. 往前 means toward the front or toward the forward direction. 行 means to walk or to move. So it's kind of a more literary way of saying walk. Usually when you say I want to walk or something, then you would say 我想走路. 走 is usually the word that we use for walk, but 行 is also used in certain situations, like in this one, 往前行. And then we've got the second line, which is 一条路能搞定. 一条 refers to one long skinny object. So Chinese has these measure words or counter words. Like in English, we have a pair of pants, we've got a flock of geese. So the word pair, the word flock, these are, I guess you could call them like measure words, counter words. In Chinese, there's a lot more of these. So the word 条 refers to long and skinny things like a road or a fish or a necktie. So 一条路, 路 means road. 一条路, 能搞定. 能 means able to, and then 搞定 is like a more colloquial way of saying I got it, or you got it, or somebody's got it. You're able to do it. And then 只要努力付出也可以. So 只要 means if only if as long as you, basically. As long as you. 努力 means to work hard. 付出 is to make sacrifices, to give. So, when you're studying, when you're working, you're giving of yourself. That's basically what 付出 is. Actually, the word 付 means to pay. Like when you're paying for the bill at a restaurant, it's 付钱. And then 也可以. 也 means also. 可以 means can or able to. So, 也可以把一切变成游戏. Actually, there should be kind of a pause between 只要努力付出 and then 也可以把一切变成游戏. 也可以 kind of goes with the next line. They're two separate thoughts, really. It's like the first thought is as long as you work hard, and it's like ... Basically, it's implying as long as you work hard, you can do it. And then the second line, 也可以把一切变成游戏 means you can also, or can also, because there's no you, there's no pronoun here, can also turn everything into a game. So 把 means to take something, and then 一切 is everything. Basically, it means all. 变成 is to change or turn into. 游戏 is a game. So you can also turn everything into a game. And basically that's like one of the strategies for getting through something difficult or learning something hard is to make it fun, right? Turn it into a game. Create your own scoreboard and give yourself points every time you do something great, like learn a new word, right? Okay, so next line. 如果要学得好，没问题。如果 means if. 要 means want. 学 means to learn. 学得好 means to learn well. And then 没问题, no problem. So if you, I mean there's no you, there's no pronoun, but it's understood. If you want to learn well, there's no problem. That's doable, basically. It's all good. Then we go back to 一个字一个字. So in the beginning we had 一小步一小步一条路一条路, and now we have 一个字一个字. So it's a 3-character phrase that's repeated twice. And it's not just for lyric reasons that we do this. It's not just because this is a song and songs have a lot of repetition. But in Chinese, really, people do say things like 一步一步. So they might not say 一小步一小步. They might just say 一步一步. But they do repeat things often. In Chinese, there's a lot of repeating characters for emphasis or for changing the kind of tone of the word. So for example, you could say 爸, which means dad, or you can say 爸爸, which means daddy, or I mean it kind of means dad too. It depends on where you are, what region of the Chinese speaking world you are in, but 爸爸 can mean dad. And then in Taiwan, for example, when you say 爸爸, that can mean daddy. That's like what little kids say when they're referring to their dads. 爸爸妈妈, daddy, mommy. Okay, so yeah, that's just a side note. Chinese does do this double repetition thing. Okay, so 一个字 means one word. One word. 就可以means then that's okay. And then in other words, basically, it's like, if you want to learn well, 如果要学得好, no problem, 没问题，一个字就可以. As long as you just learn one word at a time, you can do it. Then 慢慢提升你的识字能力. 慢慢 means slowly. 提升 is to increase, to uplift, basically kind of like an upward direction. You're doing better and better. 提升你的 means your. So the 的 is in parentheses because sometimes the formal grammatical way to say this correctly would be 你的识字能力. But sometimes if people are speaking fast, they kind of are speaking colloquially in a bit of a slang manner, you can kind of get rid of the 的. You can do the 你, like 你的, let's think of a noun, 你的书包, your backpack. So you can say 你的书包拿来. So take your backpack over here. Or you could say 你书包拿来, your backpack, bring it here. So you could do that. So 你的识字能力, 识字 means recognizing words. So you see that 字, that character means word, right? 一个字, that's from the previous line, one word at a time. So 识字 means to recognize words. In other words, your literacy or your vocabulary. How many words you recognize is how many words you have in your vocabulary, right? That's your literacy rate, ability. So 识字能力, 能力 is ability. So there's that. 这才叫做意义. 这 means this. 才 means how do we explain this one? So basically it's kind of like, so that is what we're talking about, like an emphasis on the that. 叫做 means called, and then 意义 means meaning. So 这才叫做意义 means so this is meaningful. Like that's not super meaningful, but this is meaningful. That's what basically the feeling of what that line means. In other words, going back to what we were saying before, if you want to learn well, no problem, take it one word at a time and slowly improve your vocabulary. That is meaningful, right? Okay, so then we've got a bridge section, which is 无论你的路多长. 无论 means no matter. 你的 means your again. 路 road, we've seen these words before. 多长, 多 means how much, and then 长 is long. Now the thing about Chinese sometimes is that there are words that have more than one pronunciation and meaning, and 长 is one of them. So in this context, 长 means long, but sometimes it can mean some other things as well. And it can be pronounced differently, like 长 or something. But okay, that's maybe more than you need to know. Just be aware that happens. Okay, 无论, no matter how long your road is. 无论你的路多长, basically. Then we've got 一步一步. So remember I said earlier that Chinese people will say things like 一步一步 means just one step at a time. And here it is, right here. 一步一步走向前方. 走 means to walk. Remember we also mentioned this earlier, that 走 is a more colloquial way of saying walk. And then 向 means towards. And then 前方 is the front, the whatever's in front of you. So step by step, walk ahead, walk forward. 享受过程, 别紧张. 享受 means to enjoy. And 过程 is the process, the journey, basically. And then 别 means don't be. And 紧张 means nervous. So enjoy the process, don't be nervous. Don't be anxious, 我相信你有能力. I believe. So here's the first time we see pronouns. 我 is I, 相信 is believe, 你 is you, 有 means have, and 能力 is ability. So I believe you have this ability. Not disability, but this ability to learn. So that's basically the entire song. Then it repeats and we're done. And basically this song, as I mentioned earlier, is written to encourage people, to say that, Chinese is really difficult when you first start learning it, especially if you have zero background in, tones or character-based languages, and you're from a Western part of the world where the language has an alphabet and letters that make sense, and pinyin doesn't make sense, and so on and so forth. It can be really overwhelming at first. But if you just take it one small step at a time and don't allow yourself to get discouraged, know that it's going to be a long journey. Enjoy the journey. And every little bit counts. Every word you pick up matters. Over time, you're going to find that your ability to comprehend and use Chinese is going to get better and better and better and better. And it will never stop as long as you keep taking that one small step forward. Who knows how far you can go on this journey. And that is 一小步. Until we sing again, 再见.